And quicker than I could react to. I'm watching the replay right now, and I saw Ashley just got into me just a little bit, and I was having a really good run. I've been in the top 5 all day, and I love restrictor plate racing, and just happen to be out of fast repairs now, so that's my race.
A tough break. I mean, Ray, he was so strong, had such a good truck. Could have won this thing here in the 09 tonight.
No question about it, man. He's been up there up front all night long. And, yeah, I'll tell you what, I've been seeing you have a battle with the 12 there of Goki. And Goki just shoving the 57. I assume they are teammates. I don't know that for a fact. But, man, you had a good couple chances to get to the outside. Kind of walk us around that a little bit.
Yeah, I love the outside line. It's been moving all night, except for a couple cautions ago. But I feel like I've been pushing everyone all night, giving really good runs, getting good runs off the restarts. And it's just a shame. I want to take this Blue Knights from Core 09 to Victory Lane. And, what we got next week?
Well, that's all right. We appreciate you being here. Did a phenomenal job for the longest time. Unfortunately, a victim of circumstance. Again, our 09 driver, Chris Williams, that will unfortunately end his evening.
A tough break there for Chris Williams in that entry. And again, definitely one of those drivers that could have been somebody to win this race. Okay. We're under caution, under 30 laps to go. Let's take a quick commercial break on it. Max Speed TV and the CRN Sports Network settling in for the final 30 laps from Talladega.
Hey, this is Trace Nye with CRN. Hey, I wanted to give you an update about Unforgettables.com. Again, that's Unforgettables.com. They are offering a special Father's Day weekend special. If you go to their website at Unforgettables.com, type in the code CRN20. Again, that's CRN20. With that code, you'll receive a 10% off your entire order. Again, CRN20. All you got to do is go to Unforgettables.com. They specialize in hand-painted baseballs and baseball gifts. So once again, head over to Unforgettables.com. For Father's Day, type in CRN20, and you'll receive 10% off your entire order. Again, that's Unforgettables.com.
Unforgettables. Nice. This show is sponsored by Unforgettables. Unforgettables creates detailed hand-painted baseballs for every baseball fan. Check them out at Unforgettables.com.
Looking for a life insurance company that specializes in what you actually need? Protection. Call Danny today with Symmetry Financial. Danny is certified in all 50 states, which means Symmetry Financial is not limited and has over 30 companies to choose from. Symmetry Financial has proved time and time again that their options and pricing is just better than the rest. Give Danny a call today at 828-994-1681 to see how Symmetry Financial can make life simple.
Ready for the final 30 laps here at Talladega on Max Speed TV and the CRN Sports Network. Welcome back to our coverage. I am Wesley Outland. Joined alongside is Ray Richer. Michael D'Amico on the production up in Arizona for... Why did I make him sound like a Hispanic?
I was wondering about that.
Michael D'Amico got it going on up in Arizona for the broadcast production for Max Speed TV. Rudy Cummings as well on production and ownership of the program. And in addition to that, Bruce Barrett doing a phenomenal job on the broadcast side of things as well for the broadcast coverage. Thank you also for CRN. Over the top designs. Getting ready for that loose lug nuts Victory Lane post-race wrap-up coming up here. Thank you to all of the other sponsors that make it happen, like the Wise Guys, the Gavi Painting, Arizona Painting, JW Racing, iRacing, Max Speed TV, CRN Sports, Brucey Racewear USA. No, they're not a sponsor for me, but they are for McFarland, Ray, and they also sponsor you too. There you go.
Yes, sir. Very good company, very good stuff that they make. And I've got to interrupt myself because we are going green here at Talladega. Yes. Ashley Dotson, by the way, is going to lead them off. But now we got a new guy, Brandon Hughes, on the outside of that 111. And
they have waved off the restart, I believe.
I'm not certain right yet. No, they did not. Dotson just got way out front. And as I said before, with the 54 doing that, I believe that's a huge mistake. These guys are going to stack up. Oh, a couple guys sliding behind them. Too wide back in the fifth place spot. That looked like Toppings and Mains. and these guys are trying to get formed back up, but Ashley Dotson out to a 3, now making a 2-truck lead. Behind them, Hughes and Kepfer coming hard on the outside.
But here they come.
Just by themselves.
Here they come on the outside, passing him like a sitting duck. Making that move now. He'll fall back to what, 4th or 5th? Look at Brandon Hughes.
Right now.
Hughes started this race in the rear besides McFarland. He's now moved up to 3rd.
Goki and Maines, by the way, back to the front by themselves. Maines starting 6th, Goki starting 7th. They immediately got in line with one another, and they are on the bottom side right now. 5 truck legs back to the 3rd place of Brandon Hughes, who started on the outside line. It just got all mixed up on the restart. It seems like Dotson got off to a huge start, which was legal when the pace car gets off of the racing service. So he did that. Big mistake. That'll shuffle him back to 6th place spot. The top 2 just walking away a little bit. If they start forming up behind him, that looks like the 111 again, the 43 of Maines behind him, and they're pushing each other on the bottom side.
Yeah, I think you're correct on that as they make their way down the corner. Back straightaway. Back straightaway with the man out in front. That's Maine Smithfield entry. Jonathan Goki there. The 111's right there with him. That is Brandon Hughes. How about a good run for this driver the last 3 weeks of racing, Ray Richer? And you raced with him at Eldora last Friday night.
Oh, done a phenomenal job being around him. I don't know where he finished last week, but I know it was on a lead lap. Right now he's running 3rd here at Talladega. We got behind him the 43 of Maines. And here we go. Dotson, who was in 7th, now is back up to 5th on the inside line. The top 5 right now back to the 6th place spot, where I say is 2 by 2 by 2. The 55, by the way, of Cinnamon is a lap down. He'll stay on the outside as the inner 2 lanes go around him. He's up by the wall here in turn 2. The top 5 now with a little bit of a breakaway from the double back from the 6th on back of 2 by 2 by 2. That's going to change here pretty quickly, especially if these guys stay on the bottom side in a line.
And you know, Ray, that's a tough break for
wreck
Chris
in the middle
Cinnamon.
of the back stretch.
Got a problem back straightaway.
No caution. They are out of the racing groove. They hit the inside wall. I didn't see exactly who that was. It was a little bit of a shove. That was honestly is like 7th and 8th place. Actually, 9th and 10th. I believe that was Beeman and Sacco. The 91 and the 29, I believe, was a 2. I could be incorrect in that. We'll take a look into it.
You know, Ray, we haven't mentioned Nicholas Sacco that much in this race so far tonight.
Yeah, he's been in the back. I do know that he was going to pair up for one of these guys there on the track. I was told earlier, but unfortunately we're not able to get together. And as they say that, Dotson goes to the outside on the 5th place spot, has a little bit of help behind him, but nobody's forming up. That was the 11th of a Font. A Font with a little help behind him, too. I can't see who that is. It's a blue truck. That's okay. Not a big deal either way. The outside line is still having trouble forming up. Actually, that's the 33 of Keffer now that I can actually see it. And they're just shuffling on it outside.
Wow, look, a Font got really loose there. Holy smokes.
We got a wreck behind it. 199 looks into the wall. We got a Chuck Airborne over the fence.
How are you doing?
Big trouble. Airborne truck going over the Red Bull. 199 of Red Tucker. And under caution again.
I believe Tucker had a little bit of help here. We'll get our max speed replay up here on your screen. All I seen was the 199 start to go sideways out of the corner of my screen. And I believe he had help. That looks like
the 19. Yeah. Let's see it here. We got so many different angles. Awesome production work there. And then, of course, we paint a picture for those that are listening on the CRN Sports Network with our coverage from Talladega. Contact there. 19 got into Tucker.
If you don't mind me interrupting you, sorry about that. Yeah, it was a truck that got airborne. I see the 199 did as well. Sorry about that, Wesley. But
I believe I can fly.
2 of them did, actually. The 199, I believe the other one, it might have been Hurley, by the way. I'm not quite certain. But if you watch, by the way, watch the 199. He'll come down a little bit. Let's get it back up there. Okay, he's in 3rd spot right now. Here we're watching the replay here on Max Speed TV. Goes to the inside right there. See how they didn't touch? If you look, they're about a foot apart. That's a good example of netcode. They did not touch. Watch right there. A little bit of slow fast forward. Boom. Never touched them. 1 foot apart. That is a very good showing of netcode, as we explained earlier in the broadcast. They could have made it through that if the netcode didn't happen. The guy in the air, I'm trying to see that it is the number. Flipping.
Is that the number 10, I want to say it is, or 87? Is that McKinnon?
87, I believe, might be correct.
I want to say that's who it is that went flying through the air after those 2 trucks crashed. Red Tucker and all them. Has a lot of damage. And we go under the caution for the 6th time here. Under 20 laps to go at Talladega with Red Tucker It's the 81 truck. The 81 truck is what we're being told. Truck number 81, is that Tyler Beeman?
That's actually William Hampton, by the way.
Okay, William Hampton. The 91 is Tyler Beeman. He's been quiet tonight also.
Yeah, he's been up there a little bit here and there, but obviously to the back a little bit now. And what we're talking about for you folks on CRN, when this all happened, the 199 went sideways. We're watching the 81 here on the replay.
Cue up R. Kelly. That's all I got to say.
They were 3 wide for a little bit. It was Hampton, Fulton, and on the outside of him, the 199 of that Red Bull machine. There's where the net code happened. As we see the 199 go sideways, that'll bring the rear end of the 81. He'll get it, and over the fence, he basically went. He's about 10 feet above the fence, and lands back.
What are you talking about?
Lands back on all 4 wheels. If he didn't use his quick repair, now's the time, and he'll be able to make it to the end. We'll keep our fingers crossed for the 90.
And I'll be honest with you, it looks like there's more damage on Tucker's truck than there is on Hampton.
Yeah, if you look at Hampton, too, by the way, he is not smoking, which means the motor made it through that. It may have been damaged, but it made it through.
Wow. Closing in on 20 laps to go. Let's see if we can catch William Hampton in our broadcast booth here real quickly. So working on the truck under caution here.
Yeah, we need to ask him where he got his flight license from.
I will. William Hampton, we're going to grab him real quickly, get him in our broadcast booth. There he is. I think we're going to grab him. William Hampton in Max Speed TV Productions. You got us, bud?
Yeah, I got a copy.
All I got to say is, I believe I can fly.
Yeah, that was a pretty gnarly wreck there. I had to tow. Luckily, got a faster pair still in the bank here, so we'll get back out there.
And I was going to say, too, even though you flew through the air so many times, you really did not have any smoke coming from the engine. And you do have the engine repair. And you've actually had a pretty good run here tonight, staying in the top 15 or so.
Yeah, we started last in the back, saved that faster pair, and was up there running pretty good.
Ray Richard, you got anything for Hampton in 81?
Mr. Hampton, Ray Richard here. I am curious of where you got your pilot's license from, because I'll tell you what, that has to be a goal here at Talladega. You had to be 20 feet above that French line when you were at top flight, and probably about, 3-4 pirouettes in midair?
Well, I will tell you that when I was in high school, I went in Eastern Kentucky at North Central through LKLP to go get my pilot's license as a training thing. I didn't finish it, and that's probably why I didn't land on my wheels.
Well, from this angle, it looked like you landed on all 4s, but regardless, man, made it back to the pits, nothing on the side, nothing on the roof, and you kept it rubber side down from what I was seeing, man. It's all repaired, ready to go, and I wish you luck for the rest of the race.
Thank you. You have a good one.
And that's the driver of William Hampton there in truck number 81. Another one of those awesome things. And by the way, we're going to try to grab real quickly Maines in 57, the leader, as they're still under the yellow flag here, and get his thoughts on things, how things are going in that 57 truck, the leader, Garrett Maines. Garrett, you're out in front. You've got a great run going for you. What would it mean to win here in the trucks at Talladega?
I'm believing he is muted. He may not be able to hear us, by the way, Leslie.
Oh, okay. We'll have to track him down here again. Never mind.
Yeah,
He's
we'll
focused on
racing.
racing.
Absolutely. Well, being up front, you got to be here, especially at Dega.
Still under caution here. Actually, let's let them go. They're getting ready for the restart. The lights are off. But one of the things I was going to say, Ray, is one of the things we're working on is totally updating our broadcast experience, not just hearing ourselves all the time, but getting the interviews with the drivers in real time when they happen, if they fall out of the engine problems or a crash like we had with Hampton, or the leaders of the race, or our in-race reporter like Robert McFarland. We want to interact and make these people be a part of the broadcast. It's not just me and you.
Well, yeah, we definitely got to know who these guys are, and you're not going to know unless you hear them, so that's definitely a great way of doing that. And by the way, coming off of turn 4, the pace car is going to pull off of the racing service for the 6th time this evening. Garrett Maines is going to lead them to the front. Goki on the outside. And by the way, a couple other players coming back up through. Robert McFarland with a little bit of damage, but he is in 12th place on the outside, still on the lead lap. Stephen Affont, who was involved in one wreck earlier, he's in 8th. Gabriel Usson, we haven't talked about him all night long, the 127 in 7th. And as we come down the front chute, the green flag is going to go back in the air in about 5, 4, 3, 2. So guessing it because that start-finish line is so far ahead. Green flag's in the air, and we're back on the loud pedal, making them roar here again at Talladega.
Back to speed with the JW Racing eSports Truck Series. Let's rank it up for you one more time, Max Speed style.